All right, welcome, y'all. This is the SMP 2026 office hours for April. The ideas today are about ideas, so it's a little bit meta. And today we are going to focus on the substance of your content. And my new mantra is don't let what do I say get in your way. It rhymes a little bit. Don't let what do I say get in your way. But when it comes to content, actually, and coming up with ideas for content, but I want to share an observation I made just yesterday, actually, that there are basically two extremes to this content process. Either you have no ideas at all, or you have way too many ideas and you can't decide which ones to use. Today, as usual, have way too many ideas. And so what I do as I'm preparing for this session is I put all my ideas on the document and then I just cut half of it, usually, sometimes more than half. And I say, I'm sorry, I just can't use all of these ideas. That is actually what happens most of the time when you start creating content. It is hard to stop. It's hard to start. And it's hard to stop. And it's actually also hard to keep it going. And so this whole process is designed to help you build the habit so that it's not hard to start, not hard to keep it going, and it is hard to stop. Because I would rather you can't stop than you can't start. Still, I am hearing a lot of people are still struggling with, for example, the first issue of their micro newsletter. So you know where the ideas come from, but you're having trouble getting the ideas into whatever your system is and out there. And that's actually what the Everyday in May challenge is designed to do as well. But in one of the SMP Plus pods that Bonnie is coaching, I love one of the things that she said about LinkedIn newsletters. She said, we all have this idea that the first one needs to be good and that it needs to be planned out and it needs to follow a specific formula. But the thing is, nobody's paying attention. You just have to get it out there, and it's less about any particular issue or post and more about the consistency of doing it. That's when people are going to remember your name associated with those things that you talk about. Please don't worry. You don't have to get it right, because the issue people are going to forget the fastest is that first one. My first issue was in 1990. I do not remember it. It was a printed newsletter, and I'm sure no one else remembers it either, because all that matters is the content marketing habit. And I like to say, and I heard an author say this once, and I grabbed it for myself, I thrive in response. My best ideas come in response to someone else. I get my ideas from the world, right? Things I see, things I hear, things I wonder about, or things that I am moved to share, but of course, with my own take on it. That's where you put your spin on something that you see and hear. If you gear your attention outward rather than inward, meaning a lot of stuff in your head or racking your brain, you will have an infinite source of content ideas. You can take one idea and put it into many different media, newsletters, social media, podcast, anything. So again, my mantra, don't let what do I say get in the way, right? My content comes from the market. Yours could and should too, from outside your brain. Things you see, things you hear, things you react to, anything, but always outside. So I don't want to ever hear, I don't know what to say again. Can you promise me you will never say that again? Thanks again for showing up. Good to see you. And bye, y'all.